Well, I decided to put my last case together this morning when I had some time. This is my Madison motel overhang site from out on the family farm. I'll go ahead and show you some things that we dug out and sifted, and got a pretty good record of what we got out of there so far, but I'll show you some of this. I'll try to keep my camera out of the road. Different types of cord mark and different grit pottery. There is a little predator's jaw that we dug out of a fire pit, so they cooked him. More pottery. That one's kind of got a chevron pattern to it, but it's all pretty much either flat, smoothed out pottery or cord marked, and not a whole lot of shell on this, so I'm thinking it's pretty much a Dina pottery. But there was a pretty good little stand of Mississippian and Fort Ancient Indians that visited this overhang over the times. I'll go ahead and shine you through, let you look at some of these. Those are all the Madisons. Them ones was hard to find. There's some bone. There's some more broken points that I found out of it. That little bird point right there, it almost fell through the sifter on me, but it was a doozy. There's some more bone. That's the deer's toe bone, and the bone up behind it, the cannon bone. There's some more. There's the drill that Nelson found at the overhang. Actually, both of these were found when I had the Seneca Relic guys over. He let me have that drill. I found that one while building the fire. Some more brokes. Pretty good little side notch point there. There's some deer tines. That right there is a burnt up burr off of a deer antler. Then you got some bone there. Either a Jack's Reef, something along them lines. It's a pentagonal bifurcated bird point. When that thing's wet, it's about 5 different colors. It looks awesome. Got that red side notch there. I think that's what I'd call a Dixon. Another kind of a Dina form. A heat treated Adina. Not for sure on these two, but I figured they were older. There's a little triangular knife. A little side notch. Well, one corner notch, excuse me, there. Another piece of polished up bone. A scraper. A little end. This one didn't come from the Madison motel, but 50 yards up from it, there's another overhang, and that was laying on top, so it went in this case. I don't have enough from the other one yet. Then you got a flint adze up there in the top left. Then you got some different flake knives and knife forms. There's some round base knives, some triangle, like Madison knives kinda. More knives, and that great big flint chopper over there. All these came from an overhang I found while trapping. It started sleeting on me, so I decided to get up underneath this overhang, get out of the wet and cold, and there's pottery laying on top of the ground. This is by no means all the pottery. I kept all the pottery, all the bone, all the charcoal, and every piece of flint out of it, so I've got buckets and totes full of stuff that came out of here. Huge overhang that has multi-component sites to it. Plenty of different areas there. That there was cooking, there was hearths, there was living quarters. We could tell where the flint knapping took place. We got the raw material, we got the finished product, and I'm proud to say that this came off my family's farm, and I'm still working on it, but maybe one day I'll have a few cases from out there. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks again.